Good afternoon, students. May I request all of you to please inform your friends to join in immediately. We will be starting in next few minutes. And if you have any official WhatsApp group, please copy this joining link and share it there as well. If someone has not checked their email, please do that. We are going to have a very interesting interaction today. So I would expect each one of you to join in. Thank you. I hope I'm clearly audible. Few thumbs ups. Let me know some. Please give me some thumbs up. I hope I'm clear. Thank you, Ishan. Thank you. Thank you, Somjit. Arpit, Pritam. Thank you so much. Let's wait for your friends to join in and then we will start. I have allowed you to switch on the video. You can do it by your, we can say as per your will, but I will allow you to unmute only when you need to interact with me. You have to raise your hand for that. So we'll wait for next 2 to 3 minutes. And once we have some numbers here, we will start with the session. Thank you. Okay, let's start the class. I have allowed you to switch on the video, so you can switch on at your will, and I will be very happy to interact with you. You can raise your hand and let's have some small chit chat here. I hope things are pretty good here. You have settled in your hostel and all other day-to-day activity at the campus. I wish all of you are having a great time here. Let me know who wants to interact. Anybody, please raise your hand and come in, or shall I call some name here? Okay, Sujit Kumar Sethi, are you here? Sujit Kumar Sethi, you can switch on your video. Sujit Kumar Sethi. Are you not here? I could see your name. Satyam Meher. Satyam Meher, are you here? Satyam Meher. Okay, if you are not available here, then I will remove you from this meeting. There is no point of having you here, just as a name. I'm asking one last time. Satyam Meher, are you here? No? Okay, thank you. I'm removing Satyam Meher from the meeting. Thank you. Sujit Kumar Sethi, are you here? I'm asking one last time before I remove you from the meeting. Let me know. Thank you. Now, please switch on your video and have an interaction here. I'm allowing you to unmute. I'm allowing Sujit to unmute. Kindly go ahead, switch on your video and come for interaction here. Sujit, switch on the video.
No.
Okay. Let's go ahead and I think here, what happened? Why are you switching off your video? We are in an interaction. Keep your video on. Let's have some interaction. Okay. Now please tell me something about yourself. I'm telling you one last time. It's quite irritating. Don't you understand the direction? Sujit, I'm allowing you to unmute one more time. Switch on your video and come for an interaction. Okay, let's remove you from the meeting as well. There's no point of having you. Let's talk to Vivek. I could see your video on Vivek. Great to have you here. Let's have an interaction.
I can hear you.
Yeah, Vivek, how are you? You please tell something about yourself.
Yes, sir. I'm fine, sir. Sir, my name is Vivek Kumar. I'm from Jharkhand.
Okay.
Taken admission at Civil University at CIT branch.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
And how is going on the campus?
The campus was really awesome, sir. Big and adorable.
Great.
So much.
Fantastic. Nice to hear you, Vivek. We are going to have a very fantastic interaction throughout this course. And I can assure you from my side that this course will be loved by all of you. It will not be your typical physics, chemistry, maths. It will be something totally different. It will help you to learn how to think innovatively. Okay. It's great to have you. Thank you. Thank you, Vivek, for having. Who wants to come next, or shall I call the name? Okay, let's hear from Anish Kumar Thakur. Welcome, Anish. Tell us about yourself. Actually, I have
Afternoon, sir.
Yeah, please tell.
My name is Anish Kumar Thakur. I am from Nepal.
Great.
My branch
you are
is
our
civil.
international student.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please tell us about yourself.
I am in civil branch, sir.
Great. The most, we can say the oldest branch of engineering. Great to have you. And I hope
Yes,
I hope you like the campus.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic, fantastic. And I wish you all the luck for your program, and you are going to enjoy this course. There's no doubt on that. Great to have you, Anish.
Thank you, sir.
And fantastic. Let's hear from Pritam Patnaik. Go ahead, Pritam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So this is Pritam Patnaik from Bhubaneswar. I took admission in CGU at Marine Department.
Marine engineering, fantastic, fantastic. Then we are going to meet quite often because I'm going to take some core courses there as well. It's great to have you, Pritam. Can you please tell us something more about yourself, your experience on the campus, how the life going on here?
The campus is very good, as well as the hostels and the mess.
Okay.
No doubt it is greenery. Also a clean environment. We are getting a very clean environment here. That's it.
Great to have you. Great to have you, Pritam. Thank you. We're going to have one last interaction. Who wants to come for that? And thank you, Pritam, for this interaction. Okay. Let's hear from Ankit Mishra. Ankit, you can please switch on your video. Yeah, Ankit, please go ahead and share something about yourself.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I'm Ankit Mishra from Nepal. I'm studying mechanical engineering in CBRGU.
Great, great. Means you are my student. Fantastic, fantastic.
Okay, sir. And I'm staying in the new apartment boys hostel in college.
Okay, great to have. I hope being to a new country will not have a big impact on your health and all other things. Things are going fine here.
Yes, sir. Everything is going fine, sir.
Great, great to have you, Ankit, and we are going to have a good, I think, great time here. Okay, I could see one more hand raised up by Sushant Jha. Let's hear from Sushant. Ankit, you please lower your hand. Yeah, Sushant, please go ahead and share something about yourself.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Mr. Sushant. I'm from Nepal as well. I'm studying CSC right now. So I took admission over here. And this is my around first week over in this university.
Okay.
I'm having a good time over here.
Great, great. It's nice to hear all these things from you, and we are going to have a great time here as well. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here. Let's start the class, and I will request all of you to please switch off your video, and I'm taking away the right as well. And I will be switching off my video as well to just save the bandwidth from my end. And let's start the class. I welcome you to the very first introductory class of design thinking and problem solving. So I will be sharing my screen. A small feedback from few of you. I hope you're able to see the screen. Some thumbs ups. Great, great, great. Thank you, thank you. So let's start with this slide here. So design thinking and problem solving is a 2-credit mandatory course. So you have to clear this course and it will be added up to your GPA as well. And it is a quite interesting type of course. It's not like a typical chalk and talk maths, physics, chemistry type concept. Design thinking is there. It has been introduced to this program, we can say across all the program, just to generate that spark of innovation in you. You are a young mind. This is the best phase of your life where you can be the most critical and most, we can say, innovative in your whole career. So why don't we use the best out of your time? So for that, to ignite this kind of spark, it has been mandated by AICTE to introduce this course. So I'm handling this course for the last 2 semesters. So this is my bio, small contact details and all. You can take the screenshot if you want to reach to me. And in the meantime, I will be also requesting at the end of this class to have some WhatsApp groups and all. We will interact once I through with this introductory PPT. So let's take a feedback first so that I should understand, I should gauge the kind of audience I'm going to, we can say, address during this whole course. Let me know. Just answer this. I am familiar about design thinking. You have 3 options: yes, no, or somewhat. And how to participate in this poll? Go to slido.com and put this code 650204. Let's hear from the audience. Let me know, my student, whether they are familiar with this concept or not, and what kind of familiarity they have. So please go to slido.com, put this code 650204. Or if you are using your laptop and you are having your smartphone in your hand, you can simply scan the code and you can participate in the pool. Okay, I have one participation as of now, which is saying no issues. I'm here for that as well. Somewhat is great. Great to hear that, at least somewhat. Sorry. There's some, just give me a second. You keep on doing that polling. That will be there. You keep on doing the poll. Great. So I could see 30% of you are saying somewhat. So I'm going to take the, we can say, benefit of that. Few of you are saying yes, you know about that. So you have to come to my side whenever I require that, because it will be a two-way process. While sharing my experience with you regarding design thinking, I'm also going to learn a lot of things from you. You are the, we got a young mind pool of more than 300 people here, and I'm going to take the best out of it. Okay. So fantastic to hear that few of you know it, some of you know it somewhat, and many of you are saying yes, they are aware of design thinking. So it's good to hear. Let's go to the another poll. Okay, let's wait for one more minute. Let me know, let me gauge. What I was trying to hide this. So while doing that, yeah, 68 of you participated. Is great numbers. I could see some WhatsApp is coming for me. Maybe I don't know. Sir, it's Satyam K. Mayor. I'm facing from not able. Okay, because I have removed him. Satyam has to have the penalty. If you're not turning up, then you have to suffer. Let's take another view. I know how to create YouTube videos. Give your answer here. Yes, no, somewhat. Okay, I could see a healthy number here who is saying that yes, they are aware of creating YouTube videos. It's a big relief for me because the assignment submission will be through YouTube videos only, and it will be a team activity because I'm the only one who is handling this 300 plus bright young minds here. So I will be asking for team submission, and also in all your professional life and your practical life, design thinkers work in team only. We believe in working in a team, having the diversified mind, coming for a cause to get the best out of it. Fantastic. I could see 76 of you participated saying yes for 42%, 45% saying somewhat. For rest 20% or say 21% saying no. It's a feedback to you. Straight away go to YouTube only and see a video saying how to create YouTube videos, because your assignment will be submitted through YouTube videos only. And there will be certain requirement, how many likes, views, and something will be required to get it assessed by me and my coordinators. I'm having 2 more people with me. We have a pool of 3 faculty members as of now. So thank you for participation. Let me ask you one more thing. Shall we go ahead? Yes. I am familiar with making Google Forms. Just answer this. Google Forms, yes, no, somewhat. So here I could see majority of saying no. So it's a straight away feedback to all of you. Please immediately go to YouTube, find out some very interesting video on how to create Google Forms, because to capture feedback or to do research for your from your stakeholders, you have to use Google Forms quite a lot. So you should know how to make it quite attractive and user friendly so that you can get the best feedback from your stakeholders. And at the same time, you need to get certain minimum feedback to be incorporated in your YouTube video. So immediately, whenever you have time in your free, we can say free domain, maybe in the evening time or after dinner, go through some very short and sweet videos. I know there are quite a fantastic videos available on YouTube. See how to make Google Forms. It can be in the form of a survey, it can be a form of a feedback, it can be a form of a quiz. A lot of options are available. Kindly explore all this option, but you will be needing that option during one of your assignment submission as well. Great to have this participation. Let's hear the last. And be very honest here. I'm having experience of working in a team. Be honest. So if you're saying yes, more than 65% of you are saying yes, it means in your high school level or something, you had worked with your team on certain project or certain activities. Okay. So if this number is quite encouraging, because design thinker works in a team, and this course also requires you to work in a team and also contribute within your team to achieve success for your team. Everything will be submitted as a team activity, except last 10% marks, which will be assigned for your innovation activities as an individual. Lot of seminars, webinars, quizzes happens, hackathon happens. If you're participating in that, additional 10% will be given to that. Rest 90% of your score will be as a team. So it's an encouraging number. Thank you so much. Now I'm quite relieved here that my student knows how to work in a team. So use that experience here as well, because you will be going to work in a team only. So thank you for that. So let's stop this sharing for the moment and come for an interaction here. We can say settle down few things here. I need one person from group 5, one from group 6, one from group 7, one from group 8 to come on video. Anybody? Okay, I will allow you to switch on the video. I'm giving you the rights. Now that rights is with you. So I want one from group 5, one from group 6, one from 7 and 8. I'm waiting for 2 more students to join in. Okay, one more. So let's hear from Sushant Jha.
I'm from group 6, sir.
You are from group 6. So I have representation from group 6. Fantastic. Let's hear. Keep yourself unmuted so that we can interact. Okay. Okay, Pritam. From which group you are here?
So I'm from group 8.
You are from group 8. Let's hear from Muhammad Rashid. Go ahead.
I'm from group 8.
Group 8. Okay, no issues. 2 people are here from group 8. I need people from group 5 and 7. Anybody from group 5 and 7? Okay, let's hear from Aryan Kumar. Aryan.
Yes, sir. I'm from group 5.
You are from group 5. Fantastic. Anybody from group 7? Vivek, are you from group 7?
No, sir. I'm from group 6.
Okay, I need someone from group 7. Okay, I think Shubham is from group 7. Shubham?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So now I have representation from all the groups. So first and most important thing is that I hope you have taken the number, my mobile number in that slide, or I will share it in the chat as well. A lot of noise is coming from someone's background. Okay, thank you. So please make an official WhatsApp group. It will be design thinking and problem solving, followed by group number. It may be group 5, group 3, group 7, group 8. Separate WhatsApp group for group 5, 6, 7, and 8. Add me to that group and make me the admin as well. Okay, please do that, because all immediate information will be shared through that group only. So please take the charge, and if you are not captured my number in that slide, I am sharing it with all of you here. Okay, so please add this number to the WhatsApp group and share it among all your friends. Everyone should be on board in that group, and that will be an official design thinking and problem solving group. So no other chit chat will be required there. And a lot of information, joining link and all other thing will be shared. Even the Google Drive link from which you can access all the notes. Everything will be interacted through that only. So please ensure that after the end of this meet class, you will be able to create all this group 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great, fantastic, fantastic. This is the first thing you have to do, and I hope we are all on board for that. Okay, let's hear from someone of you. Those who have said somewhat about design thinking or something, who wants to come here, you can raise your hand and I will allow you to unmute. And all others, you can switch on your video at your will. Okay, thank you. Anybody who said somewhat or yes about design thinking, I will be very happy to hear from his or her understanding on this topic, design thinking. It's not an exam or something. I would be very happy to gauge you, where you stand and how much input I need to give you. You just raise your hand and I will allow you to unmute. Who wants to come in? Anybody? I could not see anybody raising up hand because I could see someone from I think Aryan's room is just, yeah, Aryan, yeah. Aryan, you want your friend can join us as well, no issues.
No, sir, he is with me, sir.
Great, great.
He is also attending the. He is also
Share your
attending the
experience about this.
Sir, I have been, sir, I know basic video editing. Sir, so after when I learned about video editing and making various videos and I actually started making short videos. Okay, so after by taking some inspiration from other people, I मेरे को खुद ही भी ideas आने लगे काफी अच्छे
That's great, great, fantastic. I was thinking of, do you have any experience of design thinking as such?
Sir, no, sir.
Then no issue, no issue. I'm just asking if anybody will have. It will be good for me to have a, we can say, separate perspective. Say there is no straight process called design thinking. There are a lot of we can say theories are going on. A lot of thought processes are going on. Some people say go like this. Some people say go like that, and all are writing in their own way. So I was thinking if you have any experience of working as a design thinker during your high school level and all.
No, sir. I was a cultural captain in my school, sir.
Okay, it's great. Okay, great to hear. Anybody else who wants to add here? Or shall we go ahead with this? Because I will be sharing the course content and the way we are going to evaluate you. We are going to share that. Nobody? Okay, thank you. Thank you. So let me go to the sharing option once again. And thank you, Vivek. You can switch off your video now. And I'm also going to do that. I will take away the right of switching on the video. Let me share my screen one more time. So let's see the course content first. This is UGE 23801, 2-credit course, 24-hour target is there. I think few of you have added me to the WhatsApp group. Please also write down the group number because I am already having WhatsApp group from 1, 2, 3, 4 also. So now I want specific 5, 6, 7, 8 so that I should not get confused with the group name. Okay, so please rename the group with the group number you are having. So the main objective of this course to make students familiar about design thinking, which is a process by which designer approach problem solving. Okay. So it integrates analytical, synthetic, divergent, convergent thinking. Sometimes somebody says that, are you substituting the way we think? The kind of analytic skills, kind of synthesizing skills we have? I say no. It is just to integrate those things in a certain manner. Sometimes you have to diverge, sometimes you have to converge. And with the help of this process, you come out with something very innovative which nobody else has thought of. So by combining all the existing thought process, this design thinking process has been done. It will help you to find out potential solutions and also taper to the best fit solution. And all these startups, enterprise, innovators normally use design thinking process during their product development cycle. So what will be the course outcome? By the end of this course, you will be able to understand the importance of design thinking. You will be able to apply the laws of design thinking in decision making. And also you are able to apply tools to get human-centric insight for successful problem solving. And also you will be able to apply various ideation tools to create multiple solutions for a given situation or a problem. Okay. Also, you will be able to create the best fit solution for a feedback mechanism for constant improvement. And also you will be able to formulate and successfully communicate the solution to the problem. It is equally important to communicate your solution as well. Sometimes you had a wonderful solution in your hand, just because of this absence of effective communication process, your product become a failure, though it used to be a very, very interesting product. Okay, so first module will be focusing on introducing yourself with the design thinking, the context setting for this course, expectations, and also how to appreciate design thinking in our day-to-day life, why we need it, how it is different from the traditional way of thinking, and also the most important aspect, preparing the mind for design thinking. Design thinking is a mindset. It is mindset which lead to innovation. So it is very, very important to work on the mindset as well. So initial few hours will be focused on that during one or say 3 to 4 classes, and then we'll go jump into the module 2, where we talk about the laws of design thinking, various approaches, unearthing the unstated need for innovation, and also various phases of design thinking called empathize, redefine the problem, ideation, prototyping, storytelling, or getting a feedback mechanism for your solution. And all other technical things will be covered in module 3. Module 2 and module 3 will be demonstration of problem solving skill using design thinking. This module requires students to work in group on some real life problem and submit a comprehensive project report highlighting the adoption of each phase of design thinking. Project work leading to solutions that are good enough for incubation will be graded the highest. Okay, so this is what is expected from this 3 module in this design thinking process. Textbook will be the notes which I'm going to share with you, and also an ebook by Shri Arun Jain ji. So I will be going to do that. I will be sharing all this thing with you. And also some reference books are there. If you're able to get the ebook for that, it will be well. So far so good. Let's go to the evaluation part. Some thumbs ups. Things are good up to this point. Great. Okay, Kumar wants to say, oh no, it's by mistake he has raised the hand. No issues. Let's go to the evaluation part. Marks distribution. It is quite interesting, and it will relate it to the kind of poll I have done. See, normally what happens whenever you're evaluating somebody on design thinking aspect and all, we go for a team activity where you have to work within a team, show us various faces, and it will be totally face-to-face interaction. In a hall, you're boarding everything on the wall, placing a big drawing board there and pasting all this information, which is what we normally do. But because of this pandemic situation and all, since it is not possible, so we are finding a very innovative way of addressing those things. So there will be 3 assignments for this, out of which I will be also going to have a real-time assignment in between, which will be a surprise for you, so that it will check whether you are sincere in the class or not. But there will be 3 assignments, 1, 2, and 3, weightage 20% each. But you know, it is very, very clear what is expected from each assignment. In assignment 1, it is expected that you as a team should identify the problem, a real life problem which you want to work on. Then you have to empathize with your stakeholders, develop certain insights, redefine the problem, and isolate the core issue. These are the things which are expected from you during your assignment 1. Hold on, how to submit your assignment, I'm going to show it afterwards. Because the process of submission remains the same for all 1, 2, and 3. In second assignment, which is a follow-up of assignment 1, if you are not able to complete assignment 1, you won't be able to start assignment 2 because it will build over the foundation of assignment 1. So assignment 2 expects ideation on the redefine problem, the core issue which you have isolated. You have to ideate on that, list all the alternate solutions you get through this ideation process, which is very important phase. That's why it has been given 20% of the weight. Last assignment means converging to the most desirable, feasible, and viable solution. The alternate solution which you got, say 10, 20 options when you got from assignment 2, now you have to converge to the most desirable, feasible, and viable solution, and also prepare the prototype. It will be a wireframe or a paper prototype. It can be a sketch demonstration. It can be a storytelling, and also once you are done with that sketching and all, storytelling has been framed. You have to make a small advertisement for that in the form of how you are communicating your solution to the stakeholder, and also you have to propose a feedback mechanism for the improvement of the solution which you have proposed. It will include 20%. How to do that? See the guidelines, which is very, very important. Guidelines for assignment, it should be submitted in a group of 20 students. Need not to bother, because in your professional life also, you don't get a chance to choose your own team unless you climb the ladder up and become an CEO or general manager, where you have rights to pick your team. But in your initial professional career, you will be given a team in which you have to work. So here also, I will be giving you the team. It will be on the sequence of roll number only, 2020, 2020, and you will work in a team of 20 students. All the assignments should be submitted as a team. You will be given team numbers, because we already have team 1 to 24 for first 4 groups. So from 24 onwards, from team 25 onwards, you have the numbers. So from team 25 and so on, for each 20 students, we have one team. What you have to do? You have to create a YouTube video that duly capture all the listed activities, the kind of activities which we have listed here. For assignment 1, this much; for assignment 2, this much; for assignment 3, this much. So for assignment 1, make one video which captures all this activity. Means your team will work on that, and someone is recording, or maybe you make some presentations, switch on between the members, and make a video which will make me and my team understand about the processes you have followed. And you have to upload that on your team's YouTube channel. I would recommend you to make it private to avoid any copyright issue. But assignment submission covering all the activities should be done in YouTube video. It's up to you whether you take a recording of a live session you are taking in a room, or maybe you are making presentation, or you are making recording of the interview of 2 of your students, whatever it may. But you have to cover all this listed activity in that YouTube video. And before my team review that video, your video should be have a description, a feedback form, where anybody who's seeing their video should have an option to give suggestions there. It will not be in the comment box. That's why I'm telling you have to make a Google form, make it in the description of the video, so that anybody can click on that Google form and give a feedback. So minimum 10 suggestions or remark will be required. Minimum 100, like I'm using the word minimum very carefully. It can go maximum up to any number, but that is the minimum. Minimum 10 suggestions or remarks, minimum 100 likes, and minimum 250 views will be required for becoming eligible for evaluation. Then only your team's video will be evaluated by my team. Okay? What will happen the moment the assignment 1 is due from my side? I will open one Google form, and that Google form will be shared with all the team leaders, and your team leader has to upload the video and all other required information as a form of submission of assignment 1 for your team. The process will be repeated for assignment 2 and 3. It means you have to make 3 separate videos one for assignment 1, one for assignment 2, and one for assignment 3. But it will be a follow-up of each. You know that it is a connected thing. You are still working on the same problem. You are still working on the same problem, but you are starting from some phases and you are reaching to the solution of the problem only at the end of the assignment 3. So no, not a single assignment will work in isolation. Okay. So after that, once you are done with all these 3 assignments, which cater to the 60% of your total weightage, then there will be end-term project presentation. There your team will be called in, your team leader will lead that presentation. That will mark 15%. My team will be there and you will get 15 minutes for presentation and 5 minutes for interaction. You have to convince us why your solution is good and how your product can be converted into a startup, or you can sell it to somebody as a technology transfer, whatever you can. Okay. Then end-term project submission will be 15%. The kind of presentation you have done and kind of assignment 1, 2, and 3 you have made, on the basis of that, one project report needs to be submitted on your team's behalf. So 60% plus 15%, 75%, plus 15% is 90%. Okay. Then left the last 10%. Last 10% is, if you are participating in any hackathon, submit the participation certificate. If you are registering your idea to incubating at any of the incubation center at the campus, submit that certificate, or submit at least 3 participation certificates from Institute's Innovation Council. I am the ambassador of that. There are an Institute Innovation Council, which normally across the year conduct a lot of activities, webinars, awareness program related to innovation and entrepreneurship. So participate in any 3 event and submit that certificate. And if you do that, you will get additional 10% marks. It will end up to 100. Okay. 20, 20, 20, 15, 15, 10. So this is how this course will be evaluated. It will be a team activity. Then question comes, sir, how we are going to distribute the marks within the team? So the answer is, the team leader, which you people are going to identify within the group of 20 who will be leading. I don't want bosses, I want leader. Okay, so the leader at the end of this, you will give at the end of the submission of each assignment, 1, 2, 3, or even the project presentation and the project thesis, he will rate the contribution of each of the member on a scale of 10. On the basis of the rating of your leader, whether you have contributed 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, sometimes it is only 4 out of 10. On the basis of your contribution in this process, the marks will be shared. If your leader feels that it is a 10 out of 10 contribution, the marks given to your team will be given to you as it is. If say I give you 70 out of 100 and your rating is only 7 out of 10, it means you will get only 49. And somebody who's having rating of 9 will get 63, when somebody who has a rating of 10 will get 70. So you have to be very careful about that, and you have to choose a very, very sensible leader who will be good enough to take out the best out of each member, and also will be honest enough to rate the contribution of each. Okay. So what I'm going to do after this class, since you have already made the groups and many of you already added that myself to that group, I am sure I am the admin of that, so I will be renaming the group and all. So I will be sharing one Google form, maybe in a day or two, where you will be asked to put the details of your team leader. So if you need time, so what I will do first, I will first give you the team details along with the email ID and contact details, so that you can have an intermediate ice-breaking session, meet on a cup of tea with your team members, discuss with each other, and maybe after 1 week or something, I will float that form, and then you will be able to identify the leader among yourself and give the contact details of the leader. And that onwards, I will directly communicate with the leaders. Okay, this is what we will go ahead with this. So, and I will also interact with the leader on various issues. So leader has to be very sensible and should be available for interaction throughout the semester. So far so good. So before I come to the lecturing, let me know any interaction is needed here. Feel free to raise your hand if you have any doubt regarding evaluation and all. Any doubt? And if you don't have any doubts, some thumbs ups. Things are absolutely clear. So work in a team, submit, contribute in a team, create YouTube videos. 3 YouTube videos will be required in a progressive manner, not all 3 at a time. And then get required feedback, views, and likes, and then submit it to me for evaluation. Also, at the end, prepare a fantastic presentation, convince me and my team regarding the solution you are going to provide for the problem, and then at the end, score well. You will be given, say, we are meeting on 23rd. So in next 10 days, because I will be sharing the team details maybe in a day or 2. Once you get the team details, immediately have meeting within your team member, do some ice-breaking session and all. Immediately identify the leader as well as the problem on which you want to work. Any real life problem, any problem you want to work on. And unemployment in a particular sector, maybe some health issues at a particular region of the country, maybe the environment issues, maybe very specific problem related to, say, booking of cab, online website of some particular activities, say online shopping, and anything which you want to work on. Maybe the regular, we can progressively increasing stress in the, we can say, education sector. I'm just throwing some we can say problems at you. You can take it. This is one way of choosing the problem. Another way is Government of India, in the form of Minister of Education's Innovation Council, performs Smart India Hackathon every year. SIH, Smart India Hackathon. We are also going to have it on our campus. In Smart India Hackathon, you just go through last 2-3 years, they float some hackathon problems, say 200, 300 odd problems. You take up any of the problem from there. Some problem related to irrigation sector, some to be, we can say, particular toy sector, it may be from some particular IT sector. A lot of interesting and challenging problems are available at hackathons. You pick any of the problem from there as well. But stick to that problem and solve the problem from start to the end in the form of assignment 1, 2, 3, and the end some project presentation. And you have to convince me that this is the problem we have taken, and while following various phases of design thinking, this is the solution we are proposing, and you have to convince us why this solution is innovative and good for the problem. Okay, so this is what you will be evaluated on. So let's go ahead further and see this. Let's have some interaction here. What is a good design? See, this is a safety pin. The day it was invented, maybe in 1894 or 95 it was invented. I don't know, maybe 1834. I don't know the number. I'm very, very bad in remembering year and the name. But I can tell you the design which was patented at that time, or the kind of, we can say at the time of invention, the design remained intact till date. It was a perfect design. Till date, we did not want any change in that. This is a good design. And what is a bad design? See this. You know, overhead bridges on the railway platforms and all. The kind of design they are having. They did not anticipate the kind of crowd they will have, and they have accordingly designed a tin-shaped thing, cement at one side. What happened? Every alternate year, you may hear some of the unfortunate incidents happen in Mumbai and all other metros. Because they did not anticipate, they did not empathize with the stakeholder, they did not understand the situation. Okay? What all can be designed? What all can be designed? See, religion. Sikhism was designed based on a very, very systematic inclusion of design thinking into this thought process. Guru Gobind Singh at that time found that there's a need to create a team of warriors which can resist the invaders coming into the India, especially in the northern India side. What he did, he asked each Hindu family to give the elder son to his army, and he said a new religion has been created called Sikhism. And he said, this one elder son of your family will be sick now, and he will have a pagadi or pug on his head, we can say turban on his head, which will be a mark of respect. And also his name will be suffixed by Singh. Singh means lion, king of the forest. He will feel proud and powerful. And at the same time, he should be humble enough so that he should go to langar, do the seva, and sit on the ground, sit with all the friends and eat together. So it was a systematic thought process to create a religion which will serve the purpose. The purpose was to create a team of warriors to fight the invaders. At the same time, the warrior should not be, we can say, detrimental to the society also. So both the things has been taken care. So we can develop a religion as well. Devanagari script. This is also a classical example of design thing. Okay, so let's do this exercise. I always do that whenever I go for this class. I would request all of you to do this exercise, and then you can come up with your input. How this is unique in the way the alphabet has been ordered. If we can pronounce k, kh, g, gh, no, and at the same time, if you try to pronounce ch, ch, j, j, no, then try t, th, d, d, no, then try t, th, d, d, no, and last p, f, b, bh, m. Have you tried it? All of you? Let me know what unique about this arrangement. What unique about this arrangement? Any design thinking concept, any design thinking aspect you have picked it from here? Some very unique way of thinking? Anybody? It's not an exam, it's just an interaction. Yes, Ishan. Go ahead, Ishan.
Sir, the tongue movement of ka, cha, ta, tha, pa, and other row means first row is similar, and then second row it's all similar. That's sir.
Exactly. It means the row has been arranged in such a manner that when I say ka, kha, a voice is coming from deep inside the throat, right? Okay. And then try cha, cha, ja. The voice is coming slightly from the outer side of your throat. Then ta, you have to just twist your tongue. And the ta, you have to touch your tongue to the upper side of your mouth. And for pa, you have to use your lip. From deep throat to the coming out in a particular fashion. And you have arranged that for that particular row, you have to speak using that part of your throat only. So that kind of segregation helps the student, the small kid who used to understand, who used to start learning this kind of alphabet. It will be quite easy for him or her to understand and grasp all these things. He should not get confused with what he has just keep on speaking it, and on the basis of the way he speaks, he can segregate that. So this is the classical thing. Great. Let's hear for this. What is unique about South Indian food? Anybody who wants to come in here? I want to know what design thinking aspect has been used in South Indian food. Anybody? Feel free to raise your hand and I will allow you to unmute. There is no right and wrong answer. You may pick certain aspect of it. Let me hear from you. What is unique about this South Indian food? Shubham, go ahead.
Sir, I think it's less spicy because of heat.
Less spicy because of heat.
Because North Indian food is too much spicy.
Fantastic. Anybody else who wants to add something? Shubham, thank you for participation. Anybody else who wants to add to something what Shubham said? Anything unique you might have understood? Prerna. Go ahead, Prerna. Prerna, I have allowed you to unmute, Prerna. Go ahead. Prerna Maji, you can go ahead and answer. Share your views here. I am allowing you one more time.
There is a story behind of the food.
Okay. Story behind the food. Anybody else? Anybody? Okay. Let's go to Abhishek Kumar.
So to be served on banana leaf is specialist.
Good observation. Banana leaf. Anything more? Let's hear from Rishabh. Rishabh Kumar.
Sir, they are mostly use rice and coconut as an ingredient.
Rice and coconut as an ingredient. Fair enough. Good observation. Anybody else? Okay. Let's hear from Kishore Kumar. Go ahead, Kishore.
Sir, South Indian food is very tasty
What?
and it is very spicy. And
Taste-
the
Okay.
when they will keep the arrangement just like but traditional.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let's hear from Ankit last, then I will share my input to that. Ankit, go ahead.
Sir, is it because of they use mostly dairy products?
Hmm? Can you please come again, Ankit? I could not get you clearly. Okay, I will allow you. See, I will give you a small feedback. Whenever I allow anybody to unmute, keep yourself unmuted till we end the interaction. Okay.
Sir,
go ahead.
is it because of they use because the South Indian food is mainly because of the dairy products like dahi, milk, and other products?
Okay, dairy product. You are saying inclusion of dairy product. Okay, fair enough, Ankit. Thank you. Let's hear from Kamal Singh. Kamal Singh Rawal.
Sir, maybe because it is hygienic.
Hygienic, yes, okay, but hygienic should be for all types of food. I was thinking of some unique thing which these people are doing. Okay, let's hear from Krishna Mohanty. Krishna Mohanty?
Sir, South Indian foods are mainly sour in taste.
Sour in taste. Okay, why so? Okay, that's why this is what happens, Krishna. I just give you a feedback. When you're in between any conversation, keep yourself unmuted. Go ahead. Why so? I'm asking. You have given one feedback. Why so? God help. Let's go to Saswat. Saswat.
Yes, sir. Sir, they always eat foods like dosa, idlis, which have actually come from South India itself.
Hey, that is what it is. They are eating there because it is a South Indian food. You are near to that, but why they are using idli dosa in their main diet and all? Something unique in that?
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's one thing. Okay, let's hear from, I think, Imam Saab. Go ahead, Imam.
So South Indian foods cover all kinds of nutrients, and there are various type of meal covering all sort of
Okay, you are
nutrients that
saying
we
a
need.
total balanced
It's a
diet.
whole meal, yes, sir.
Okay, balanced diet. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So let me share my views to that. See, if I would request all the participants to kindly lower their hands. Now I will be sharing mine. If you have seen the southern peninsula of our country, it is surrounded by the Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, and the Indian Ocean from all the three sides. Climates are very, very humid. You know that? And recall the age where there is no refrigerator available, quite handy. What will happen? See, because of the humid climate, the food gets stalled very early. You have to eat afresh. You cannot put it even for some time. If you have put it at some bigger quantity, it will spoil very instantaneously, maybe in an hour or two. So what they have find out in that? Can we do something which will be we can say adjustable to this kind of climate? So what they did, they have used their challenges to their benefit. What they did, they included fermentation into their food habit. You see dosa, you see idli, you see anything, the batter is itself fermented. Fermentation means they keep it overnight. Fermentation happens, they use natural yeast to it, or maybe curd or something. They crush the pulses and rice to that, and they ferment it. So the humidity, which was a challenge for them, has been now coming to their benefit. So with the help of that benefit, they got a fantastic fermentation happening to all those kind of batter. And now they are using that batter for cooking. And that batter will not be a challenge for them for keeping it for a longer duration. Even if after a day or two, if the batter become even more fermented, so what they start with idli, when the batter is fresh and fermented good enough, they go with idli. And after 1 or 2 days, when the batter is fermented even more, they go with dosa. And after 1 or 2 days, if they still have batter or where the humidity is too high, they go with uttapam. And afterwards, at the end, if something is left, they go with the sambar bada. They just fried it. So they progressively use their challenges to their benefit. They are bringing humidity as a part of their cooking process. They are using humidity for fermenting their food and also developing the dishes in such a manner that the same fermented batter can be used over the days. So this is the unique thing of South Indian food. They have taken the challenges to their benefit, a kind of design thinking they have used. Okay, so I think all of you appreciate this, because this is not the thing which we normally do in North India, because it is a challenge in the coastal region only because of the kind of humidity we have and all. I could see Neelmani Tiwari has raised a hand. Go ahead, Neelmani.
Sir, I was sharing the same point due to humidity
Okay,
at that time.
great. So that's the design thinking aspect they have thought of. Humidity, they have taken humidity to their benefit. So turning your challenges into your benefit is something what innovation looks for. Just like COVID was a challenge, but many people have turned that challenge into their benefit, to their advantage. They have developed such an innovative product that now this COVID restrictions and all other thing has even converted into a benefit to them, converted into the advantage to their enterprise and all. So let's go ahead further and continue this interaction. So if I now define design thinking, so there are many definitions. That's why I said there are many definitions floating parallelly. So I'm first sharing a definition given by IDEO. And in one of the future classes, I will be showing you the case study of IDEO as well. So IDEO says that design thinking means a human-centric, business-centric, and technological-centric thinking. So when I say human-centric means desirability, there should be a desire for your solution. Somebody should look for a solution from your side. The kind of solution your team or your enterprise is going to provide, it should inspire a group of people. There should be an end user. A human should be there to desire for. So desirability will come and inspiration should be there in your product. Second, it should be viable from a business point of view so that you will be able to implement it. And also there should be technology. There should be skill available to you so that it should be feasible. For that, you need to go for ideation, various types of options and all. So it should have human, business, and technological aspect in one go. And the common intercept of this will bring an experience. And that experience is called design thinking. So there is a desire from human side, but we can say the product idea is not viable from a business point of view. No point of having it. Sometimes it is good from a business point of view. There is a desirability from a set of group of people, but there is no technology available, and you can't do it. So it is a, we can say, amalgamation of all these three and a common intercept from human, business, and technology point of view, desirability, viability, and feasibility point of view. The experience which will come in is called design. This is the IDEO definition. Another definition is this. When you start from mystery, make a heuristic out of it, and then making an algorithm. That is called design. Mystery means you have a lot of information available from a problem point of view. Then you synthesize those information and make a pattern out of it, heuristic pattern out of it. and then you make an algorithm so that you can provide their solution repeatedly. That is called design thinking. And this is the definition by Roger Martin. This is the third definition which I will be going to stick to, more comprehensive, and I think it is easy to understand from an undergraduate student's point of view. So the third definition is design thinking is about understanding the requirement, but not only the stated requirement, it will include the unstated requirement as well. Also, design thinking is about observing not only the pattern, also the anti-pattern. Similarly, design thinking is about connecting the dot. You may have some piecewise solution. When you connect it and make it into a very innovative product, it may be within the box. Within the box means with the help of the already available skills and kind of very obvious technology available, you can connect the dot and make a product. Sometimes you may connect out of the box, something totally new coming in by connecting those dots. That is called a disruptive change. The kind of disruptive change Apple has brought in when he introduced smartphone. He is connecting out of the box. Also, design thinking means unearthing the blind spot. Blind spot means nobody could see that. And it is because even the end user, your client doesn't know. They don't know what I don't know. They don't know that I don't know, but they are coming to you saying we need this. But they actually don't know that what they actually need. And design thinkers try to unearth the blind spot, throw light on that blind spot where nobody has seen that, and propose something unique, a very unique feature in your product that which will bring disruptive change and total USP which nobody has thought of. Okay, so just like questioning the assumption, this is the first and important requirement of a design thinker. Don't assume that whatever is happening will keep on happening. Then you are not going to get anything innovative. You have to talk about stated as well as unstated, pattern, anti-pattern, within the box, outside the box, and also you have to unearth the blind spot. And how can you do that? By questioning the assumption. Just like when we go to the restaurant, we normally have menus, they serve food, and they charge for the food they serve and we pay it. These are something, the normal assumptions. Why don't you challenge those assumptions? Can't we have a restaurant where chef can prepare any dish of customer's choice based on the ingredient available? They will say, these are the things available to us. This is my chef. You go there and ask, you mix this and that and make me this thing. A totally new thing, nothing on menu. You tell us, chef will do it for you. Also, you can have a restaurant with a very good interior and people can bring their own food and enjoy a picnic there. They can select the food. Sometimes it may happen that you don't allow them to bring foods by their own, but you just allow them to select the food for free, for charge for the time they spend there. Challenge the assumption, then only some innovative concept will come in. So this is the most important requirement of a design thinker. We challenge the assumption. Okay, so now we can summarize what a great design means. Here, design means not a designing something, design means solution. It can be a software solution, it can be a hardware solution. It can be a tangible product, it can be an intangible product. Okay, but great design means it should be simple, it should bring an experience, it should be frictionless, it should be efficient, and it should reduce the complexity, and above all, that which I said, it should question the existing assumption so that something totally new can be proposed to them. And how will it come? It will come using empathy, not sympathy. You have to empathize with your stakeholder, go into their shoes, and while going into their shoes, remove your own shoes, and then go into that, listen to them, and then on the basis of that, propose something very innovative to them. Okay, so to summarize it, what is design thinking? Design thinking is a human-centered, future-focused way of thinking which will create value. Human-centered, future-focused way of thinking which creates value. Okay, so let's have a comparison. What is the difference between design thinker and a conventional thinking? Conventional thinking, what is the right answer? They straight away jump for the solution. Design thinking, what is the right question? we keep on empathizing with our stakeholder. We keep on asking the question to try to understand that stakeholder very well, so that we can propose something which even they have not even thought of. Traditional thinker more talk, design thinker listen. Traditional thinker talk about data. This is what we know. These are the skills we have. Design thinker talk about stories. If you do this, this will bring us this particular change in the way of that particular stakeholder's life, and he will think like that. So ultimately, he tried to create a story behind that experience. Also, in place of having some event, they focus on experience, the kind of experience your end user will feel by using that product, and kind of stories that experience will develop. They focus on that, and that is the reason why where this traditional thinking talk about fact, design thinking talk about feel. We talk about feeling, and because of this only, whenever nowadays every software giants are using design thinking. IBM, Infosys, Google, Amazon, they have a separate design thinking. They call it as a design workshop, and they have their own R&D section there where they all the challenging products are thrown there. They are innovative teams of people there. They keep on exploring, empathizing with them, and lot of updates are going on a regular basis. It is because of the kind of feeling they are having for their end users. Okay, so with this, I will close our first class. It seems to be hectic for you, but this is the way we are going to take this course, because it will be 2 hour long interaction. Being first class, I will stop it here only, and I will be sharing a Google Drive link where you will be having all this information available along with the recording of this particular class, so that if you want to review it, what we have learned in this class, you can go ahead and do that. So thank you so much. Let me stop the sharing here, and I open this forum for interaction. Any interaction you want? Anybody? You can switch on your video. I will allow you to do that. Anybody, you can switch on the video and come in. Any feedback you want to give to me, or any kind of input you want to share with me? No. So first of all, just be with me for next 3 to 4 minutes. I will be sharing one Google form, which will be open for next 5 minutes, through which we are going to take the attendance. Okay, so give me a second. I will take a break for 2 to 3 minutes, and I will come up with this Google form. And also, in the meantime, if anyone wants to interact with me, you can very well raise your hand, and we can go ahead with this interaction. Or else, from my side, I will give you a big clapping for sparing your valuable time and interacting with me throughout this session. And if you also like the session, some thumbs up will be appreciated. It will give me the kind of we can say encouragement which is required for me to come with the same energy in the next class. Thank you for this kind of appreciation. Thank you, Pritam, and all other people. Suryamay, Dikshita, just be with me. I will take a break for 2 minutes and come up with this Google form. Give me a second. I'm coming back. Thank you all for your appreciation. I'm just coming in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you so much for this waiting and all. I'm very sorry for that. And from next class onwards, I will be preparing this Google form beforehand only, so that you need not to wait for that. So I have shared the Google form for punching your attendance for the class in the chat box. Please access it, and if you're able to access it properly, some thumbs ups will be required. So exactly at 4:20, this form will be closed. Try to access it and give me a feedback. Some thumbs up will be okay for me. If you're able to access it clearly, go through the form. I hope things are absolutely clear there. Okay, Ankit wants to say something. Ankit, go ahead.
Sir, can we put our attendance to our college ID or our personal ID?
College
sir?
ID,
Email.
college ID, college ID.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Kamal, go ahead. Kamal, go ahead, beta. You want to say something, Kamal? You have raised your hand and I am allowing you to unmute.
Hello, sir.
Please.
So my password of college university mail has been changed.
So it is your email ID, na? So you might have changed that.
No, sir. It was changed.
So you
itself.
go for
I haven't
forget
done
password
anything.
and do that.
No, I have did it, but it said like that you must contact your admin domain. And when I try to contact, I haven't get any type of response from there.
So what do you want? Because normally when I access through CGU, you have to access through CGU email ID only. Let me hear from Ayush, then I will come with a solution to you, Kamal. Just hold on, Kamal. Ayush, go ahead.
Sir, you mentioned about Innovation Council events.
No.
So
Ayush,
from where
Ayush,
we
hold on. Your voice is breaking. Can you please come again?
Sir, you mentioned about Institute Innovation Council events. So from
Yes.
where we get information about
See,
this?
I will tell you, I am the ambassador to that. Once you join that WhatsApp group, now onwards, any activity which will be done by IIC, I will be sharing through that group. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
great. Okay, let's hear from Ankit. What happened, Ankit?
Sir,
Boliye.
in the Google form, it was in the last, it was written that at least 3 learning from the class.
Yes.
In that, what will write?
Whatever you have learned in this class.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay? Any 3 learning. Okay. Kamal, now please tell me, help me out in providing a solution to you.
Sir, can we contact each other in WhatsApp later?
Okay, because ultimately I can't open this form for any Gmail. Otherwise, it will be a rush. You have to access the form only through CGU mail ID. Okay. So try to find a login. I will take a note of your name, Kamal. So
Yes, sir.
while we meet next time, you please, I think, take care of this.
Okay, sir.
Okay, or you can talk to me on my phone. I will give a number of Swadhin ji. Maybe he will help you out in this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Great. Okay. Anybody else? I could still see Ayush Kashyap and Ankit's hand raised up. If you are done with that, kindly lower your hand. Okay. So the form will close in next 2 minutes. Let me see how many of you punched the attendance. So far, I could see only 68 of you punched the attendance. But I could see many of non-CGU also have done the Gmailing here. If the form allows. Kamal, why don't you do it with your own Gmail ID here? Because I could see a lot of people have managed to punch the attendance through their normal Gmail ID. Kamal, just try that. Because in first class, I will allow that. But next time onwards, it will be only CGU mail ID which will be accepted. So you just try with your own Gmail, Kamal. I could see in the responses, many of the non-CGU domain has also punched. I don't know how they have managed. Maybe I have not switched on that right. Okay, Kartikesh, go ahead.
Sir, sir, you just told us that non-CGU, sir, from that it is not
Yeah,
login.
I thought like that only because I normally don't allow that thing in my form. But surprisingly, in my responses, I could see a lot of Gmails are there.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, maybe because I could not make this form earlier, na? So I made it in hurry today because I missed that. I was occupied throughout the morning. So next time onwards, I will be making the right. Because unless you have a CGU mail ID, you are not going to access it. Today, being a first class, you take it as a compliment from my side.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. But next time onwards, kindly ensure that your CGU ID is working.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Great.
sir.
Let's hear from Ishan. Yeah, Ishan Gupta, you want to say something?
Hello. Hello, sir. Yes, sir. My net is quite slow. Can you wait 2 minutes? I'm writing it.
Okay. I will
Just
make it
open
for
now.
5 more minutes. I will make it for 5 more minutes.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, Kamal, you are still raise your hand. I just request you to try by your normal Gmail. It may be done for the first class. By the next class, you find a solution. Soumya Pragyanya. I'm sorry if I could not take your name properly. Soumya Pragyanya. Go ahead. You want to say something? I could see your hand raised up. Kindly go ahead.
Yes, sir. My name is Swampragya Rautre.
Okay, please. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, you raised your hand. What do you want to say?
Sir, my name is Swampragya Rautre. Sir, I don't know which group I have and I don't know who is my mentor.
You don't know in which group you are?
No, sir.
It's quite surprising. So, in which WhatsApp group are you? Actually, have you joined so far?
Sir,
Have
I
you
don't
joined
know.
any of the WhatsApp group
No,
with
sir.
your friends in?
No, sir.
So what you
don't know.
do, you immediately go and contact Dean Academics office. I hope you are in the campus and get it clear from their office in which group you are. Or you can come to my office. I will check my record and I will share it with you. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
sir.
Thank you. Let's hear from Shubham Sahu. Shubham, what happened, Shubham? Go ahead, Shubham. You want to say something? Sorry, I could not hear you.
Sir, how you will be dividing the groups, on which basis?
Not all, it's only serial number, roll number wise. I don't know anybody, nor I want to know, because in your professional life also, you will get a totally new team only. So take it as an experience. Serial number wise, 20, 20, 20, as per the record, I actually get it from Dean Academics office. I will be strictly following that. I am doing the same thing for first 4 group as well, and they have quite settled with their team now. Okay, great, Shivam. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, Anurag Raj, do you want to say something? Because you have thumbs up and hands up both. Let me allow you. Okay, Anurag, go ahead.
Sir, can't we make groups on our own?
No, not at all. It will be a mess. Then it will take 2 months to just make the group. I am having my experience with you. You may be good in your intention, but I know then it will be endless process. And just take it as an experience in your professional life also. You don't get a chance to pick your own team, at least at your initial level of your professional life. Once you climb the ladder, you may get an freedom to pick your own team. Still, with the limited resources there as well. You may have in the available lot, you may pick it by your own. But that will also take a time when you graduate to the level in your professional life, then only you will get that freedom. So take it like this, and I can tell you in the 20 group, it is better to learn how to interact with a new person, work in a team, have some ice-breaking session with them, meet them on informally on a cup of coffee or tea, have some chit chat, break the ice, and then find out a fantastic problem, go through some hackathon site or see problem around you and try to find out a good solution in the form of the project. And it may end up having an enterprise or a product which nobody else had thought of. Okay, great. So 1 last minute, I have already extended it for 5 minutes. After 1 minute, the Google form will be closed. So Soumya, Pragyan and Anurag, please lower your hand if you don't have any further query. Thank you, thank you. So let me check the kind of responses I'm having in. I have 140 responses here, and I am counting for the closure of this form so that everybody should know it. Last few seconds left. So on a count of 5, this form will be closed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, close.
Oh, what?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish you a great day ahead. Let's meet next week. And by the time, I will be sharing a lot of information through your WhatsApp group. Do join your WhatsApp group at the earliest. Thank you so much and bye-bye.